Okay, guys, so welcome to Classic Entertainment Gist. In fact, today's episode focuses on the biggest family controversies in Africa. That's from the family of the P-Square brothers. The ongoing legal battle involving the former P-Square brothers. I know definitely you know about this, because this is not the first time. It started way back about some couple of years ago when their battle started. Okay, I'm going to pass you through. We've heard that one of the brothers, or Jude, who is the eldest amongst the three, has been arrested. You and I know that Jude had been their manager for long when they were P-Square brothers until they divided. So there is this financial issue that is going on between them, financial problems that is going on. Not exactly financial problem, but then misunderstanding between their finance, and it's going on in their family. Now, we've heard that Jude has been arrested. Yeah. So now let me pass you through the whole story. Many people have been asking, did Mr. P really arrest his own brothers, that is Rudeboy and Jude? Okay, the answer is more complicated than the headline suggests. Let's break it down. Now, how the problem started. I'm going to pass you through. For years, fans believed the split between P-Square was simply about ego and creative differences. However, after the couple's final breakup, Peter Okoye revealed that there were deeper financial disagreements involving the management of the group's business and royalties. Now, according to Peter,
before you say I talk too much, I want you all to watch these videos.
And they knew me. You see, those days, monkey they walk, baboon they would chop. I don't they do them again. So I rather they work for myself only. I know they can be singing only me every time. Only me they sing all the song. I know they do again. These days of monkey they walk, baboon they chop. I don't do again. All right. I'm beginning to speak up. I'm not speaking up because I want to bring anybody down, but I'm speaking up because the accusation was even more like he sold P-Square catalog. That is his share. The same catalog that I hear saying it, but the same catalog that I produced, I wrote, 99% me, 99%. Yeah, sometimes the fans don't like me saying it. Like I said, I'm saying it now. 99% of the song is me, but I'm still accused of diverting square funds and blah blah blah. I'm sorry, it's same voice, it's same person, it's same thing. The only difference is that you will not see me and will they too they perform anymore. It's same voice, same me. I know they hide them anymore. Now before they try, because the more they hide, the more they every small thing problem don't come. Just it's music. They bring us together, but my vision is a different vision with somebody else. Okay, so, but like I said, I don't want to say much about it. Trust me, I know dance, sorry, I know the dance, okay? I'm a musician, I sing. So, make sure, somebody say, please begin dancing again. I know they dance at my age, I don't, all right? I respect my age. We have a song that we do with T.I. You know the song?
Bring it on. Oh, yeah, with T.I., what's it called? I keep forgetting the name of that song. Ejajo, yes, now, yes.
That was when the issue started. Paul, you need to let me start. And the song came out featuring T.I. Till today, I believe it's like 15 years. It's still on 3 million views. Why? Because the content of that song, they did not hear that voice. They did not hear that kind of thing they want to hear. They have something to say. This is not peaceful. As much as I seen peaceful in the video, nothing.
Now, the reason why I say most of you should watch this video. Today is the first time I'm speaking. Maybe I'm always gonna, I'm used to the type of person that I'm always gonna type. But today I say, let me express myself, What you guys saw just now, this is different days, different outfits coming to pull me down to the media. Of course, my twin brother. And I challenge anybody, including my twin brother. Anybody can provide a video that I tried to pull him down, or my brother Jude, or even any member of his family. I challenge anybody that can come up with any video, go online. But at the end of the day, now Peter, they talk too much. These videos you guys watch, you guys don't see them. Yeah. Like I said today, I see a lot of, I hear a lot of people saying, what exactly happened to this guy that we don't, because most of people don't even know what happened to us. But today I'm going to say it. The reason why I want to say it is because you don't reach me here. At least, I say what I said during my open letter. Jude went live for nearly 2 hours. Paul went live for nearly 2 hours. Mine was just typing to address a certain situation. Now, I'm about to tell you guys what happened. Starting from November 17th, 2021. The so-called reunion. That reunion was a fake reunion. And I will say it. And I'm going to prove that to all of you watching. On Wednesday 17th, November 2021. I was coming back from Atlanta because I embarked on 3-month tour in Canada and United States. 35 minutes before we started descending into Lagos from Atlanta, I got a message from my caretaker. His words, Oga, I beg, forgive Oga Paul. He don't come apologize to Mama. So, person is referring to Mama is my wife, Lola. When I saw it, I looked at it. I tried calling him, he wasn't picking. Of course, I was on a flight with Don Flex. I came down on a plane and I showed Flex the message. Flex like, wow. Even Flex said, Peter, free this thing. I said, till I get home. I'm talking about this was happening at about 6:30 in the evening on Wednesday, the 17th of November. So, when I got to the house, Paul's team were in my house. This is my house. My team have already assembled themselves in the house. I remember Paul's manager, Shehu, CP, no vex. Just free this thing. I said, guys, don't say anything. Where is my wife? They said she's not back. I said, let's wait for her to come back. I wanted to hear from her. My wife came back from work. She held me. I started crying. I said, what happened? She said, on that fateful day, being the 17th, which was that very day, that Paul came to the house at 4 a.m. in the morning. And she was scared. She doesn't even know what to, expect. She just told everybody to make sure they gather. Unfortunately, they have to record the situation. Just to make sure, because she was scared. Why would Paul come to the house like that kind of a time? The next thing that happened, she came down. Paul held on her legs and was saying, Lola, I'm tired, please, I'm tired. That was it. Like, that's what she told me. I said, did he tell you anything? He said, no. All Paul kept on saying was, he's tired. And I looked around. Everybody was like, I said, okay. Tell Paul to come. Lola said, no. Peter, Paul had made the first move. Peter, go and make the second move. I said, what do you want me to do? Go to Paul's house. Meet him and hug him. I said, okay. I wanted to take the front door because I know that we have a back door that linked the three of us. Me, Jude, and Paul. Of course, they're the one that locked me in. They said, no, I shouldn't follow the front door. That the back door, they've broken the whole padlock. I should take the back door. That's why when you guys see this, watch the video of our reunion. I had a drink. And I was the one walking up to Paul. I walked up to Paul and we hugged. While we were doing that, the video went viral. Few minutes after, unfortunately, Jude's wife called Jude and said, "Hey, where are you?" Jude said he's jogging. He said, "Oh, your brothers have made up." Like, what? Go online, check. He checked. That's why, watch this video, you see Jude with his sweaty green outfit when he enters the house. Now, that was the video. That was the first time I'm seeing Jude for nearly 5.5 years. That's the first time my life probably seeing Jude the same time. That very night, people that I heard, some people came to the house, almost having a full house. But of course, me, jet lag was still messing me up. And I needed to talk to my video director, who is supposed to send me a video that I'm releasing the next day, being 18th. I went to sleep. Woke up the next morning. By the time I woke up, I was coming out there and I now saw Paul's PA. Said that Paul came to find out if I'm awake, they wants to come to the house. I said, yeah. While I sat down upstairs, picked up my phone, I posted a new video titled, go and check it, "I Love You," featuring Tenny, Simi, and Tema Braxton. That video was released on the 18th November. Quote me, 2021. Go and check it. I released that video. While Paul was coming to me, he said, how far now? I said, I did. Say, you just released new video? I said, yes, sir. So the song where I want begin the push now after Paloma. I said, which video are you now releasing from your own album? Because he released album the same year on me. So no, he wants to focus on P Square. I looked at him. I said, I don't get. So no, right now he wants to focus on P Square. I said, bro, hope you're not getting me. I'm not part of this P Square. I told him openly. So no, his PA now said, P, you see the vex. I said, no. We are back as brothers. Paul, we are back as brothers. P Square, I am done. Maybe in future. Right now, I'm done. He was trying to say, oh, you're still angry, you know. I said, Paul, no. I'm not angry. I'm not sad. I'm not feeling bad. It's just I feel like, let's be back as brothers. We were brothers before this whole music thing came. Right now, the music thing is only bringing problem. Everybody, just do. If I release song, I advise you, post me. If you release, I'll post you. Maybe in future, but for now, because then I won't lie to you, my album was already doing well for me, you know. So that was it. Next thing, Jude now called. I said, me and Paul should come to his place. We went. That was when I insisted that we should make a video telling the fans to donate money for us, because the video had done something like that 2 weeks before then. I was kicking against it. I won't lie to you. Because how do we introduce ourselves? Because in my mind, there's no P Square. P Square is not existing, but we are back as brothers. Then, if you check that video, we finally did it. We didn't say, what's up, buddy? I'm Peter and I'm Paul. Together we are P Square. It was, what's up, buddy? What's up, everybody? I'm Mr. P and I'm Rudeboy. That was the introduction we did when we did that video. That very night, I didn't have party in my house. I didn't invite nobody for any party or reunion party. Instead, in Paul's compound, there was speakers, DJ, everything, balloons at his poolside. That very night, my house was full, his house was full. If some of you think I was denied the fact that within that 24 hours, there was nothing like P-Square existing, watch this video. Hear Paul. Because if P-Square were actually back, there's no way Paul will make this kind of statement.
Peter, what I'm about to say, if you like feel bad about it, I don't give a fuck. You want to know what I'm about to say? Fuck Rudeboy, fuck Mr. P, bring back P-Square.
Now that will take you back to let you guys know that I never wanted P-Square. I never. All I wanted was for the brothers to come back as family.
He discovered issues relating to the management of P-Square financial royalties. He alleged that money generated from the group's music and digital platforms was not being handled transparently. So, who was hiding it then? Peter has consistently maintained that after unsuccessful attempts to resolve the matter privately, he decided to report the concerns to Nigerian Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, so known as EFCC. Now, so there was an investigation that was going on at the camp of the EFCC. Following Peter's petition, the EFCC began investigation the financial activities connected to the companies that manage P-Square business. The investigation eventually resulted in criminal charges against Jude Okoye and his company, Northside Music Limited. Now, the charges included allegations involving money laundering, theft, and the diversion of large sums of money. Jude pleaded not guilty to all the charges, and the case remains before the courts. It is important to note that Peter did not personally arrest anyone. Bear it in mind. Peter did not personally arrest anyone. The arrest and the prosecution were carried out by the EFCC after its investigation. So those of you saying that Peter has arrested his brothers, it's not like that. But then the EFCC has arrested Peter's brothers. But then, who made the case? That was Peter. Why Rudeboy became involved now? You know, Paul Okoye, known as Rudeboy, publicly defended their elder brother Jude. Outside the courtroom, Rudeboy accused Peter of being responsible for Jude's legal troubles. Now, who caused him?
With all sincerity, to all our fans, please, whatever the outcome of what is going to happen today, after what I'm about to say, I'm on live now. Whatever I'm going to say now, please do not use that opportunity, because I've realized that ever since Jude made statement, so people still go to Peter's page or tag me, insult, and I know where the problem is, and I know this, and I know this. After what I'm about to say now, please, you see, with all the insult when they insult me, I do all right. But I know my twin brother. I feel take him, no feel take him. So please, you cannot get P-Square back by insulting. You cannot get P-Square back by now this person, now that person. You can't. I'm even trying to say, should I talk about the EFCC or should I talk about the P-Square issue? But I think I'll start with the EFCC first.
By the way, shout out to the people's from Peter's side, the camp, the PR. Lovely write-up. Well selected picture on the write-up. Well PR, you know, which if you read yourself, you go touch you. Shout out to you guys when I try. So let me start, like I said, let me start with the EFCC. Peter said he met me one time and he told me about diversion this, diversion that. Now let me clear something. If you open the petition Peter wrote, I guarantee you, in the front page, my name is not there. If you open inside the petition, you won't see. But, you know, if you write a petition, then you have to come and write statement. That was where there was more of me. So, let me start when Peter said he met me and told me about the, what they call it, the diversion and this. And I said, according to his word, I said, do your worst. Now, let me start from there. Yes, he met me. He told me about, that was after we came back. By the way, when we came back, he told me about it, that do I know that Jude made some money while we were separated? I told him I know. Just like we, both of us two made money. And he said, what do I mean? And I said, and I told him, I said, you were receiving. I was receiving. Jude was receiving. But now it doesn't make sense. We are back. Let's not go back. Let's focus. Let's go, you know. He told me, now we be the artists. And I reminded him, I said, have you forgotten we have MOU that stated that everything about P Square is Peter, Paul, and Jude? And Peter was still insisting, MOU doesn't count. That now we be the artist. I said, but the document is there. It is written there. We cannot. We cannot. So, and I suggested, you know what? The best way to get balance from these things, okay, if Jude made some money, let him bring, you and I are going to bring ours. So that what will happen, when I check everything, I say, okay, who will balance who or whatever. So I will use the MOU and share. He didn't want to. So what then? What happened? Since he didn't want to, I left it that way. So to cut this long story short, now we are in the EFCC. Let me tell you guys where I found myself. Where I found myself in the lost of, like, when I mean lost, like in the middle. When I was accused that Jude was diverting money from me, Jude was never diverting any money. Jude did not steal anybody's money. P Square was incommunicado. What I mean, we could not communicate because there was a problem. There was a problem, we could not communicate. When we had a problem in 2017,
he argued that Peter's petition to the EFCC was what triggered the investigation and eventual arrest. Rudeboy also claimed that Jude were found guilty of the allegations. Then both he and Peter had also been involved in the same business over the years. Those comments reflected Rudeboy's opinion and are not findings of the courts. So now, what Peter is saying that if what Rudeboy is saying that if Jude is found guilty, then definitely they all must go down because they were all benefiting from what Jude was doing. Peter's response. Peter rejected claims that he was trying to destroy his family. He said he had remained silent for more than 20 years and that staying silent had almost cost him everything. According to him, reporting the matter was about accountability rather than revenge. Peter stated that no family relationship should prevent someone from seeking justice if they believe they have been financially wronged. So as for Peter, he believes that as far as there is a problem with our financial whatever, if we have to report to the police for the police to resolve the matter, we have to report to the police. It doesn't matter whether we are family or not. Now, the court case, that's the legal battle, is ongoing. Court proceedings have included testimony from Peter, cross-examination, and multiple hearings. In one hearing, proceedings were even delayed because Peter was unable to attend after a flight disruption. As of now, no final judgment has been delivered. That means the allegations remain allegations until the courts reaches a verdict. Now, what this means for P Square is that the chances of them coming together again is very, very slim. As many fans are thinking that P Square will come back, P Square will come back. But then, it's very, very little. Now, the story reminds us that business and family can become difficult to separate. Whether one supports Peter, Rudeboy, or Jude, the courts will ultimately determine the legal issues based on the evidence presented. Until then, it is important to distinguish between public allegations, personal opinions, and proven facts. Thank you for listening, guys. Let me remind you again, Peter did not arrest anybody, but then the EFCC arrested them. But the whole thing is that it's Peter who reported his brother to the EFCC. And so that's why people are claiming that he has caused the arrest of his brother or his brothers. But that's not the issue. Guys, if you have stayed with me to this time, do not forget to like my video and also leave a comment. We'll keep on bringing you entertainment news with facts. Thank you for staying with me. God bless you and see you another time with another video. Bye-bye.